What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Bruno with Coach Bruno's Corner coming at you with fight day prediction. So today, Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu have the showdown down in Australia. It's Saturday, July 25th, so the fight is finally here. I've already broke down all the analytics and stuff of both guys and stuff like that in a prior video, so I'm not going to go that deep. But what I will say is that both guys officially weighed in yesterday, both hitting the scale at $159 apiece. So they were just 1 pound shy to the 160-pound limit that the fight is being held at. Originally, it was contracted at 158 pounds, which is just 2 pounds shy of the middleweight division. So I don't think it's a big deal. Again, I've already seen more people still talking about this, how, this 2 pounds is because Spence couldn't make weight, or it's going to favor Spence. It's going to favor both guys. Like, we're talking about the last 2 pounds. Again, with him having to travel so far and changing 15 different time zones from Houston all the way to Australia, if anything, with the amount of jet lag that you experience from that, I think it's just a benefit to him. Yes, it benefits him in that way, but I think it helps both guys out, because anybody who's ever fought before, cutting weight off the rip is usually not that hard. It's some last couple pounds that they're so hard to lose, and it feels like you almost can't lose them. And so that's why a lot of guys do struggle with making weight, and some guys it's easier. I think if anything at this point and stage of both their guys' career, I think it's smarter. I think both guys look good at 160 pounds. Given what they'll both come into what they'll weigh coming into the ring is probably going to be different. I think Errol Spence is a naturally bigger guy, even though he's fought at a smaller weight class. I think if you look at the physique and you look at what they probably walked around in the off seasons, I think Spence is actually the bigger guy. I know a lot of people are saying it's Tim Tszyu. He fought at a bigger weight class, and at least in that aspect, yeah, he's the bigger guy, quote unquote. But I'm talking about as far as them walking around in their day-to-day life, I think Spence puts on more weight. There was reports back when he was fighting at 147 many years ago that he said he was walking around in the mid 180s. Even one report I had seen that he was walking around 190, and I even back then thought that's just too much to cut personally. So I think this 160, he's going to look really good. If you go back and look at these pre-fight hype videos and interviews that they're doing, and even at the weigh-in, as far as looking at all that, my prediction has not changed. I'm still leaning towards Spence taking this fight. Personally, I still edge it like a 55-45, right? But I do see that, like, Tim Tszyu, he looks locked in. Like, he looks intense. He looks like he's ready. I feel like he's sitting there and just thinking, how dare you come to my country, my backyard, after all these years off, and think you're going to take me out in front of my people. And then when I look at Spence, I just see a guy who's cool, calm, and collect. He's already been here before. That he's not going to let the moment overwhelm him and get too big for him. And I think given that, I still have, like I said, the same prediction. I think that Tim Tszyu is going to come strong. He's going to come head first. And I just think with the aggression that he looks like he's probably holding in, and I feel like there's more pressure on him, essentially. I feel like he's going to walk into something. This fight's not going the distance, y'all. If it does, I'll be surprised. I'll be the first one to come out here and say I'm shocked. I think the fight gets stopped no more than 9 rounds, and I think Errol Spence wins this fight by stoppage and looks good, and we'll see what happens from there. But we'll see you after the fight tonight, guys and girls.